a feeling.
But the point is, you hear the lyrics and you say, which kind of picking be this?
She has a lover in her daddy.
You know, or you hear the word that she talks about. I don't understand Yoruba too well, but she talks about somebody giving birth to another. You know, so the point is, Asha does not have to sing my love, my love, my love, my love, my love to sell. Okay? So don't be swept off by, oh, if I come out, I must be like Sasha or D'banj or all of that. What is good is to know what D'banj does, is to know what all these people do, have a clear understanding of what the audience is like and how much else is left to be done, and find a way to cut in. But cut in, you must do. Because what will be unforgivable is the fact that you don't cut in. I'll give you a personal experience. I came to Lagos after my youth service in Bauchi in 1984 to hustle as an actor in Lagos. I was very clear in my head what I wanted to do. I just wanted to act, you know? And when I studied the entire place, I found out that there were openings. The place was, you know, choked, but there were still openings. That what needed to be done was for somebody to come in with something that was a lot more different than what was existing. So the first time I had a real good opportunity to go for an audition was, we were in a crowd, they gave me the script, and they would just be looking at, just as you're sitting there here, but everybody was telling you, say, you read so and so. And that day, all I was saying to myself was, if they point me today to read, okay. When they said, read so and so, and it was my turn to read, everybody, I'm not joking, everybody that was in front of me turned back to look at me. Because I was ready. I had gone through an academy in Uniben, not this academy. You know, how you can stand out in an audition. I was ready. I spoke from here. So when the voice threw out, even the people that were standing in front of me, they had to like, put their back so. Do you understand? You have to be, it comes from knowing what you have. I love what you did with your scaling, all right? And then the fact that you were able to now sing it without having to put the Beyonce thing in it. Now, I had studied other actors, and I knew that a good voice without a microphone is very important. As a performer, I'm not ashamed to speak with a rounded mouth so that you can see my tonsils if you have to. But if that will give me a space in an audition, I will do that to get noticed in an audition. You know? So I did that. And when you read for like 2 minutes, they say, okay, pass the script to the other guy. So when it got to my turn, when I've read, after I reading, and they're like, okay, so after I read this, I passed the script. I said, no, hold it. Still hold your own. You know? In my mind, I said, don't die today. You know? And like they will always say, the rest is history today, right? You know? So from there on, one didn't look back again. So the point is, you had to, but you don't stop working. You don't stop. You keep, you know, there was a time my auntie came from home, and I didn't know she was outside my door. And she ran, every morning I used to stand in front of my mirror to do my voice exercises and all that. She ran to tell my sister, my elder sister, that your brother, what's wrong with him? He's shouting in his bathroom. You know, my sister said, no, he's mad like that. Said, leave him. After some time, he will stop on his own. You know, I didn't stop working as a young actor. Today, if I have something to do, if I go on set, the people that work with me, they know. If they give me a script, in fact, they just go to bed, because by the next morning, I will have written everything that I have to say, because some of the writers are such bad writers. You know, their tenses are mixed up, and so you have to like rewrites and everything. The point I'm trying to make is that it's important to be driven by passion. You have to love what you're doing. If you don't love this thing with your entire life, you have no business being here. See, that's what drives the person that is successful. When you see the Banj on stage, for instance, what do you think he did the night before? Or what do you think he does on a daily basis? Or when you see Mo Hits? I'm using Mo Hits now because they are one of the most popular groups, right? When you see them on stage and 1 minute one person is in front doing a song and the next minute he recedes, somebody else comes in, takes over. Did they not practice it? Or did they not rehearse it somewhere? They must have rehearsed it. How does the band do a song like Igwe or whatever that song is, or Fall in Love, and speak Igbo? He's not Igbo, he's Yoruba, and sing the Igbo so perfectly. And today he can stand and says, my Ghanaian friends call me this, and then he says something, of Igbo land or whatever. That is a man who pays attention to the thing that puts bread and sugar and tea and everything on his table. If you want to drive the next best car, as a performer, something else must come from you that is not ordinary. We see singers every day. You know how many, as we are here, do you know how many demos are being done right now in Lagos? How many people like you are in the studio that did not come to this academy, that can even sing 10 times better than some of us that are here? Do you know how many of them are in the studio right now? There are people who they call studio rats. They sing for everybody. They are working on their voice day by day. There are people who they call beat makers. They just sit down in the studio from morning till night. They are looking for beats. They are looking for beats. There is a singer that I like now, the Flavor guy. His name is Flavor. I like his beat. I like the beat that he has found. And he's comfortable in that beat. So it's like a surfer who knows his waves and rides, the waves. So you find a beat and you ride the beat. You see a group like the twins, P-Square. You see their dance routines. Is it that they just sleep in the morning and wake up, drink tea and drink champagne and just go on stage, or they work on those dance routines? They must work on them. Hit after hit after hit after hit. What is it that it is that they work on that gives them that hit? We have to find that, and that thing is what I try to find from. When you find a singer that you like, what you are doing is that you are connecting with the thing that he has given to you, that he has sold to you as his USP, what the advertisers call it, unique selling points. All right? That is what it is. So find your USP. Find your ngwongwo. As an actor, we do it, I have to say this. I got into Checkmate. Some of you are too young, so you didn't see me on Checkmate. Some of you are young. Okay, I got into a soap opera that was already like 10 episodes ahead of time. I joined in episode 11. Fantastic actors all over the place. And I was just joining it. It's like somebody, do you know Tinsel?
Yes.
If you have an opportunity to enter Tinsel now, if you don't prepare well, you will get lost because the actors are already established. People are already following their favorites. So if you come in, they must write you in with something that is spectacular. If it is not spectacular, you have to find something that defines the actor that is coming in. So when I was going into Checkmate, I decided to do this every time that I'm agitated. And it became my unique selling point. I was just like brash. I changed my voice. Just arrogant, son of a ass or something, So I get to the girl's office. They did not tell me to do that, but the minute I sat down, I put my leg on her table. Okay, I wanted to show you my shoes too. But I put my legs on her table. And then I saw her reaction, it was natural. And and the director was like, keep it. I was working, So the point is, after like 2-3 episodes, people were like, oh, there's a new guy in the thing. There's a new guy. His name is Shegun Kadiri, That's the point I'm trying to say. The market is full. There's Jesse Jags. There's MI. There's Phil, there's Sasha, there's Asha. What are you going to do? Beyonce is already there. So what are you going to do? If you're going to scale like Beyonce, we all, like comedians will say, I like that you're scaling, but if you see the original one, you'll like her. You know? So you need to find something that you are going to come out. When do you do your public performances? Anytime you have your next public performance, when you're standing in front of that mirror, preparing for that, you have to ask yourself, Rhoda, what do you want to do on Sunday or on Saturday that is spectacular? My judges have, my teachers have seen me, or my coaches have seen me. Is it the same old routine day by day by day? No. The difference between you and Jay-Z is the fact that every day is an opportunity to do something different. Let me tell you about being deep and being profound. Are we Christians here? Is anybody a Muslim here? No. Okay. Now, I have no apologies. I'm a Christian. I love God. You know, because I've been told that I'm made in his image, sometimes I fancy myself that the power of God resides inside me. So when he says that, you know, he's new every morning, I come out every day and I say, this is an opportunity to do something new. Okay? So when I come out regularly, you try to do something different. Maybe if you don't smile usually for somebody, you can say, today I'm going to surprise her, I'm going to smile when she sees me. So the girl comes and says, good morning, sir. I say, good morning, how are you? You place her and like, oh my God, what did he eat today? You know, he didn't quarrel with his wife last night. So you as a performer, every opportunity to stand in front of an audience, 1, 2, 3, 4, makes your audience, whether it is one judge, 2 judges, an entire audience or whatever, any opportunity to stand in front of any group of people that are going to judge you, because you are constantly being judged or judged as a performer, right? You are being judged, you know. As a performer, whether it is one person listening to your song in his car, because when he passes judgment on your CD, he changes it. It's rubbish, track 2 or CD 2. You know, you are constantly being judged. So that is why they say first, how do they say it? First impression has no. Yes, you know, because otherwise you will spend the rest of your life apologizing for that. Say, look, today I'm not prepared. If not, if you hear my real voice, you go bow. So, no. Shoyinka once said, I don't know if you know Shoyinka. Wale Shoyinka once said that the best writers in the world are the ones that are published. Did you get that? Now, what that means is that don't sit in your home and say, Shoyinka doesn't know how to write. I write better. Write and come and publish it. See, because the judgment scale is on published materials. So the judgment of your performances is based on your public performances. Don't sit in your room and scale like R. Kelly and Beyonce put together and be saying, man, are good, die. And nobody is there to say you are good or bad. Because the world, the ironic thing about this world is that you need people to tell you that you are good. Because it is people's value judgment that defines you. RMD can act, so what? Who said, who told him he can act? Who told him he can act? Oh, well, when they want to cast actors, they try to cast him. When he walks into a room, people see him and they remember the works that he's done. So they say, hey, RMD. You know, his initials now has become his name. Abi? R. Kelly. Mine is an American. This man is a Ghanaian. R. Kelly defines him as a singer. He loves R. Kelly, his versatility and everything. Give me the song in Ghanaian, in R. Kelly way. Oh, you thought I forgot? No, sing it like R. Kelly. Sing it like R. Kelly. Stand up. Face your class. Stay here. Do it like R. Kelly.
Project Fame. What a feeling.